Welcome to the Loop English Pod, where real conversations help you build real English skills. Today, Sophie is at the airport. She needs to check in, find her gate, and deal with a few surprises along the way. Let's listen.
Hello. I'd like to check in for my flight, please.
Of course. Can I see your passport and booking reference?
Sure. Here's my passport, and my booking reference is TK 4892.
Perfect. Let me pull that up. Sophie Harris, flying to Toronto today?
That's right. Departing at 3:15.
Great. Are you checking any bags today, or just carrying on?
I have one checked bag and a small carry-on.
No problem. Please place your checked bag on the scale.
Here you go. Is it within the weight limit?
It is just under 23 kilos. You're all clear.
That's a relief. I was worried I packed too much.
Do you have a seat preference? We have aisle and window seats available.
I'd love a window seat if possible. Somewhere near the front.
I can put you in 14A, that's a window seat in row 14.
That sounds perfect, thank you.
Here is your boarding pass. Your gate is B7, and boarding begins at 2:45.
2:45, got it. Should I head to the gate straight away?
You can go through security first. The departure lounge is just past the security checkpoint.
Let's look at some other ways to say what you just heard. Sophie said, I'd like to check in for my flight. You could also say, I'm here to check in. Or, I need to check in for my flight, please. Tyler asked, are you checking any bags today? Or just carrying on? Another way to say this is, will you be checking luggage? Or, do you have any bags to check? Sophie said, is it within the weight limit? You might also hear, does it meet the weight requirement? Or, am I over the limit? Tyler said, boarding begins at 2:45. This is also said as we start boarding at 2:45. Or, the gate opens for boarding at 2:45. Now let's listen to part 2.
Excuse me. I've just come through security. I'm looking for gate B7.
Welcome to the departure lounge. Let me check something for you.
Is everything all right?
There's been a gate change. Your flight to Toronto is now departing from gate C12.
Oh, gate C12? Is that far from here?
It's about a 10-minute walk. Follow the signs for Terminal C, then look for gate C12 on the right.
Okay, so I need to go to Terminal C. Is there a shuttle or do I walk?
You can walk, it's all connected inside. Just follow the overhead signs.
And boarding is still at 2:45?
That's the current schedule, yes. But I'd recommend heading over now just to be safe.
Will they make an announcement if anything changes?
Yes, any updates will be announced over the public address system and shown on the departure boards.
Thank you. I'd better get moving then.
Have a good flight, Sophie. Safe travels.
Thanks very much.
Here are more ways to express what you just heard. Tyler said, there's been a gate change. You could also say your gate has been moved, or the departure gate has changed. Sophie asked, is that far from here? Other ways to ask this include, how far is it? Or, is it a long walk? Tyler said, I'd recommend heading over now just to be safe. You might also say, I suggest going now to be sure, or better to head there early. Sophie said, I'd better get moving. This is also said as I should get going, or I need to hurry. Now let's listen to part 3.
Excuse me, I heard an announcement but I couldn't quite catch it. Is there a delay on the Toronto flight?
I'm sorry to let you know that flight TK 4892 to Toronto has been delayed by approximately 2 hours.
2 hours. What's the reason for the delay?
We're waiting on an incoming aircraft. The new estimated departure time is 5:20.
I have a connecting flight in Toronto. Will I make it?
Let me check your connection. What's your next flight number?
It's AC 283, departing at 7:30.
You have a 2-hour layover, so with our new arrival time, it will be very tight. I'd like to flag your booking for rebooking assistance.
What does that mean exactly? Would I be put on a later flight?
If you miss AC 283, our team will rebook you on the next available flight at no extra charge.
That's reassuring. Is there anything I can do while I wait?
Yes, because the delay is over 90 minutes, you're entitled to a meal voucher. Here you go.
Oh, a meal voucher, thank you. Where can I use it?
It's valid at any restaurant or cafe in the departure lounge. The value is $15.
That's very helpful. Should I stay near gate C12, or is it safe to walk around?
Stay in the departure lounge. We'll make an announcement 30 minutes before the new boarding time.
Understood. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. I hope the rest of your journey goes smoothly.
Let's explore a few more useful alternatives. Sophie said, "What's the reason for the delay?" You could also say, "Why is the flight delayed?" Or, "Can you tell me what caused the delay?" Tyler said, "The new estimated departure time is 5:20. Another way to say this is, we now expect to depart at 5:20. Or, the updated departure is scheduled for 5:20. Sophie asked, "Will I make it?" in reference to her connecting flight. You could also say, "Will I have enough time?" Or, "Is there enough time for my connection?" Tyler said, "You're entitled to a meal voucher." This could also be said as, "We'd like to offer you a meal voucher." Or, as compensation, "Here is a meal voucher." Now let's practice some key phrases.
I'd like to check in, please. Here's my passport.
Do you have bags to check?
Is it within the weight limit?
Here is your boarding pass.
I'd prefer a window seat.
Your gate has been changed.
Is it a long walk? I should get going. Why is the flight delayed? Will I make my connection?
You're entitled to a meal voucher. We'll rebook you at no extra charge.
Thank you so much for your help.
That's all for today's episode. Today you heard Sophie navigate check-in, a gate change, and a flight delay, all situations you might face at a real airport. You practiced phrases for checking in, asking about baggage, dealing with changes, and staying calm when things don't go to plan. If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the Loop English Pod and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Now let's listen to today's full conversation one more time. See you in the next episode.